It's 8:04 and happening this morning. Teachers in the Mount Diablo Unified School District are going to be picketing for a new contract.
That's right. The union has already voted to authorize a strike if they can't get that new contract. KRON 4's Sara Stinson is live in Walnut Creek this morning with those details. Good morning, Sara.
Yeah, we just saw teachers here at Bancroft Elementary School. They were picketing outside of the school, and then they ran into their classrooms. Drop-off just concluded, and it's unbelievable. These people, while fighting for a salary increase, they also have to go and do their job, which is teaching their kids, which they could not stop talking about how much they love to do that. Take a look at video. You can see from just moments ago, I mean, at 7:45, they wrapped up and ran into that classroom to make sure they were prepared for the day. These teachers are fighting for an increase in pay, something they say they haven't received since 2017. That is 5 years of just your pay being stagnant. Teachers say they haven't received a new contract as well in over 250 days, so they are just tired of being at the bargaining table, and they're closer to ever to striking. 92% of the union, the Mount Diablo Education Association, voted to call a strike if needed, and they're getting very close to that. They have been negotiating for some time now, but I can tell you, after talking with several teachers, they have hope. They believe they're going to be able to get to a contract all settled up before they have to strike. But if they don't, they're ready to strike. The current contract expired June 30th of last year. Union members say they have not had any salary increase, as I said, for the last 5 years, so they are extremely frustrated. The union says the district has enough revenue to fund what they are asking for, which is a 12.5% increase over a six-year period of time. That's between 2017, so a back pay situation, to 2024. That's about a 2% increase per year, and union members say with inflation at an all-time high, they need to be paid. Some teachers told me it's causing for them not be able to live in the area. Some people say that some teachers, they don't even have a place to live because they can't afford rent. Have you heard of any teachers living in their cars?
Absolutely. Actually, I have two teachers that I used to work with that were living in their cars. I'm not sure if they are right now at this very moment because we tried to find them housing, but it's disturbing. We do have someone I know on campus today that is living in her car with her husband.
It's just devastating to hear, because these are educators. These are, what we call heroes, people giving their lives. They're passionate about this, about teaching kids their education. Now, okay, so the union, Mount Diablo Unified School District, they have not been able to reach these demands. They said that they're okay with giving about a 10% increase of the last 3 years, a 3-year period instead of a 6-year period. So there is some disconnect there, but there is a fact-finding report that comes out today. So teachers will be picketing again at 3:30 in front of the district office. So this will continue. And Daria, Reyna, I did just ask, when will you strike if you don't get a contract? They said if they don't get a contract, it'll probably be around March 28th. I'm Sara Stinson reporting live in Walnut Creek. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot. Then we've got warning of what could happen. Thank you, Sara.
All right, well, a 6-day strike is over for the teachers in the North Bay. The Rohnert Park Kotani Educators Association announced that it has reached a tentative agreement with the district. Hundreds of teachers went on strike last week after negotiations over a dispute on wage hikes made no progress this last fall. Well, the teachers union says the deal made yesterday will prioritize teachers in that budget. The union says teachers will be back in the classroom today, but all schools will still be operating on a half-day schedule.
Time now is 8:08, and San Francisco teachers are going to get their money. They reached a deal with the district for those missing paychecks. Remember, there was a problem with the new payroll system, and it led to months of some teachers getting underpaid, others not getting paid at all. Dozens of teachers, because of that, spent the last 3 nights sleeping at district headquarters to call attention to the problem and demand their paychecks. Well, they've reached a deal, so the teachers went home. They're not sleeping there anymore. And apparently the check's in the mail today, because they're going to be paying the unpaid balances today to the teachers. And then also they've made a commitment that the teachers will receive payment for any errors in 3 business days if the payroll issues continue. And if the errors don't get fixed in 3 days, then they get interest. The district will pay 15% interest for each day owed. Also, teachers will get paid for COVID-related sick days, and the district will reimburse all the money the teachers had to spend on penalties on late fees, on credit cards, or mortgages that were missed, or bank overdrafts that happened because of these payroll problems.